Hello, my name is Scott Johnson. I'm the Mississauga Fire and Emergency Services Medical Training Officer.
And I'm Constable Christine Lyons with the Peel Regional Police Occupational Health and Safety Unit. We're here today to discuss how you can stay safe while at a fire scene, while at the same time assisting the fire crews with safely performing their primary role.
To do this, let's consider an important risk assessment tool that the fire department has used for many years. Risk a lot to save a lot, risk a little to save a little, and risk nothing to save nothing. Essentially, this means there is no level of risk that is acceptable where there is no potential to save lives. This is important because the police service is consistently reporting needlessly high levels of exposure and injuries while at fire scenes. The fire department is going through both an industry and cultural change where we are no longer only focused on the immediate dangers of smoke, but also the long-term effects of exposure to various chemicals and carcinogens. This is evidenced by the continual inclusion of various cancers in what is known as presumptive legislation. This legislation presumes that if a firefighter contracts a particular cancer, that the disease is due to exposures contracted while at work. Currently, there are 13 different cancers attributed to being exposed to the products of combustion, and the list is still growing.
This here is an example of one of our fireground training helmets here. As you can see, it's been singed along the visor and melted along our ID placard here. This is just a training fire. This is a controlled fire. We're in control of this fire at all times, and as you can see, even our PPE is susceptible. Imagine what happens if you're not wearing it and you're exposed to this for even a second.
It is the exposures over the 30-year career that have the potential to develop into fatal diseases, for which we do not have presumptive legislation. We need to shift our perception away from only considering the obvious dangers of exposing ourselves to severe heat and smoke to the minor incidents where we are exposed time and time again. So rule of thumb, if you smell smoke, you're too close. If you're exposed to smoke, your equipment, vehicle, and uniform will absorb the products of combustion. This will continue to off-gas for a long period of time. This will cause a secondary exposure to you, people in close proximity to you, and family members. If you believe you've been exposed, clean your cruiser or put it out of service, as well as change your uniform and have it cleaned before your next shift.
Control Roger, smoke visible, second floor hall.
And it is not too uncommon that you will arrive prior to the first arriving fire apparatus. With this in mind, you must consider how and where you are staging your equipment. For example, at an active house fire, we will require approximately 12 separate apparatus. This is a significant consideration because not only do you have the potential to disrupt our scene due to improper vehicle placement, but there is a very high likelihood that you will become a permanent obstruction once water supply lines have been established.
Furthermore, as a police officer, you have in you the want to help people. If arriving first at an active fire scene, you must continually assess the risk versus the probability of saving lives. Attempting to enter a building full of smoke without the proper equipment is not beneficial to scene control or to fire operations, as this could create a hazardous environment. In the event that you attempt to enter a structure or breach a door or a window prior to the fire department's arrival, you must understand that you're now introducing a risk to firefighters' lives.
The process of ventilation is a highly structured event that must be coordinated by fire command and communicated to all levels. Simply opening a door or breaking a window at a fire that was limited only by its ability to access oxygen will create a cascade effect that will result in rapid fire growth at the very moment fire crews are arriving on scene. Oxygen is fuel. Please don't add fuel to the fires we're entering into. Once again, we need to work together to keep each other safe. The fire department has learned many lessons the hard way, so please take this opportunity to learn from the past.
In conclusion, we have to remember that in order to protect the community, as police officers, we need to ensure our own safety. We want to make sure you have all the necessary tools, equipment, and knowledge to continue to do your job safely. Please ensure you report any exposures to your supervisor. If you have any questions or concerns, please contact the Occupational Health and Safety Unit. We thank you for your time and stay safe.